Good morning, YouTube. PPS back here. It is the 4th of October, coming at you guys live with another round of our YouTube Play of the Day videos. Yeah, we haven't done one of these in a while. I don't think I've had one since Saturday. Obviously, Sunday we have Pass the Prop from Friday, and then yesterday we had Pass the Prop with the plays there. So yeah, it's been a little bit since I've seen you guys. So hopefully you all are doing well. Hopefully you had a great weekend. And yeah, let's do a quick recap. Oklahoma, TCU. TCU actually cleared this themselves. It was probably one of the easier ones. I think they had 31 in the first quarter. So it was really nice to see that. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get there on Spencer Sanders. He actually just ran all over these guys. That was a unfortunate one because he absolutely diced up Baylor. Looking a little bit like that dark horse Heisman candidate coming through here, hopefully, for Mr. Spencer Sanders. So 1-1, we get juiced out a little bit. 9-6 for 2.07 units so far through 15 plays. Cannot be upset with some green in there. But we had 2 MLB spots today. Full game of Champions League. I'm excited for some matches today. There's just all over the board on a Tuesday. What more can you ask for than some Champions League in the afternoon and then obviously baseball all night? So I'm very excited. If you guys could, before we get started, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate all of you guys out here supporting us here with the PPS channel. Hopefully, I'll see you guys for Pass the Prop tomorrow at 2. Bringing you guys our Thursday plays. So very, very excited. And I love both these plays. One of them, I'm sure you guys are already going to know. But I switched it up a little bit today. Guardians first 5 under 4. It's Cal Quantrill Day, guys. There's not much else you got to know unless if you haven't bet on a Cal Quantrill game with your boy, go back like the last 8 times he started when we were doing Pass the Prop MLB. He was always on the card. The man is a machine. His home road numbers are fantastic, facing off against the Royals. Not too concerned there. I think the biggest thing for me is usually when I get a little nervous on the first 5 unders with the Guardians because Cal Quantrill is one of the highest run-supported pitchers in the MLB. I don't know why. Maybe he's a good guy in the locker room or what, but one of the top guys. I think he's top 10. They always pull it up every time I watch one of his starts. He's one of the top guys in run support. But what we have today is a lefty against him in Daniel Lynch. Let's just talk about how bad the Cleveland Guardians are against left-handed pitching. And this is what concerns me when they get to the playoffs. 238 batting average. They are third worst in the MLB in OPS this year against lefties. The only 2 worst, Miami Marlins, Oakland Athletics, and they are tied with the Pittsburgh Pirates. That is how bad these guys are against left-handed pitching. It's really, really concerning for a team that should be able to do something here in the playoffs because they're just a gritty team. They find a way to get things done. But Guardians first 5 under 4, I just think that they're not going to be able to hit this lefty. Daniel Lynch has been a little bit better as of late. And Cal Quantrill's at home. So, I mean, what else do I need to do? Also, especially with the Guardians, they've already clinched up too. So we might not see their best lineup out there. I know the Yankees, I had the Yankees first 5 under 4 yesterday as a play for you guys over on Twitter. And they decided to pull Gleyber Torres last minute. There's just some of these teams that are already clinched through are going to give those guys a couple days to rest. And this could be one of those days. I really like the Guardians first 5 under. I'm not going to go into that bullpen because maybe they see different arms that are getting thrown. But first 5, give me the under 4. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Again, if you haven't already, smash that like button. And let's get into play number 2 for the day. Crazy price on this. I know, minus 123. Dansby Swanson to record a hit, and Jeffrey Springs 4 strikeouts. Springs is 370, I think. Dansby's 230. Brings us around that 123 mark. I love Jeffrey Springs, dude. I just love how he pitches. He's a fastball, changeup guy. You don't see many of those dudes anymore. He's been great this year. Who would have thought he'd be 9-4, 2.45 with a 107 whip we might be talking about him getting pushed out of the rotation for the Rays when they get to the playoffs, right? You got Tyler Glass now coming back. Obviously, he's elite there. Obviously, you got Kluber and all of those guys. But Jeffrey Springs has been that dark horse in this rotation that's really helped these guys have depth. Springs has actually hit this number in his last 4 and then 7 of his last 8. Like I said, when we face off against a guy like this, it's tough to hit a lefty who's throwing like this, where it's coming out of the same tunnel. Changeup has great spin. It's one of the best changeups in the MLB in terms of batting average allowed. I think that this matchup is literally nothing to be afraid of at all here. And Springs, like I said, his numbers are nuts. He's facing off against the Red Sox. But yeah, when you look at Springs' numbers, they're not that much different, righty versus lefty. And I think that's really important because that changeup is such a wipeout pitch against right-handed batters that your Tommy Phams and your Bogarts, JD Martinez, right? You have guys there that are going to struggle. Lefty versus righty doesn't really mean that much when you have a wipeout changeup like he does. Also, lefties there are hitting below league average, right? Devers, Verdugo, right? There's a lot of power in this lineup, but I think Springs is able to keep them on the ground and get deep enough in this game to give us to this 4Ks. Like I said, he's done it in 7 of his last 8. And then Dansby. Dansby's been on an absolute tear facing a lefty in Braxton Garrett. He's batting .296 versus lefties this season. And against lefties, he's got a 136 WRC plus. I get it. He's way worse on the road, but against a lefty on the road, 130 WRC plus. So obviously he's still crushing lefties wherever he goes. Braxton Garrett, fantastic versus lefties, a 167 batting average against, 273 versus righties. So that's obviously a little bit concerning. And Dansby's been on an absolute tear since they're kind of in this win mode now, right? 4 straight games with a hit. 2 of those were multi-hit games. In 3 of those games, he's got a homer. He's crushing the ball. He's 5 for 11 through 11 at bats in the month. He's just seeing the ball really well, and I'm not going to really get in the way of him facing a lefty here. Probably getting at least 5 at bats with this Marlins pitching staff. I love Dansby Swanson tonight. I think his price is pretty criminal at -230. And then obviously Jeffrey Springs to get 4Ks has been hitting pretty well there and against the Boston Red Sox. So again, recap: Guardians first 5 under 4, and Jeffrey Springs and to get 4 strikeouts, and Dansby Swanson to get a hit at -123. Love today's slate, guys. Hopefully you guys are riding with your boy here. Again, smash that like button if you haven't already, and I'll hopefully see you for Pass the Prop tomorrow at 2 Central Time. Have a good one, guys. Best of luck on your bets.